one.
Hi everyone, this is Ismaela from the Veggie Chick, and I'm here today cooking one of my favorite recipes, Stroganoff. But it is a vegetarian Stroganoff, so we are going to use some delicious ingredients that make the Stroganoff so cozy, so nice. You're going to want to make it. It's really easy. Here are the ingredients. I'm using a vegetarian option, soy-free meat. It's made of pea protein and potato protein. So to make this video a little faster, I went ahead and pre-cooked it a little bit. But I'll tell you what I put it in the cubes to prep the cubes. I put a little bit of cumin, salt and pepper, just a few dashes of salt, pepper, cumin, and some chopped garlic, and just one little bit of red vinegar, but you can put any vinegar, just a little dash. And then in order for you to keep the cubes separated, put a little flour. You don't have to use white flour, you can use wheat flour, you can use gluten-free flour, whatever flour you want to use, just to keep the cubes from sticking together when you're cooking them. So this is, I prepped them a little bit because I don't want this video to be too long, but normally I would not. I would cook with everything, it gets a lot more flavor that way. Anyway, the rest of the ingredients you're going to use here are obviously olive oil. I always use olive oil in all my cooking, and then some vegetable broth. I have here some half a can of tomato paste. I have a tablespoon of ketchup and a tablespoon of mustard. We also are going to be using some butter, some chopped parsley, everything chopped really finely, chopped onions, and some chopped garlic, a little extra from the one that I put already in the chicken tenders, and then some sliced mushrooms. This is the veggie broth that is already ready to go. So I'm going to start cooking. It's super easy. So let's just heat up your pan with some olive oil, and it can be, you know, just maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and just let it warm up a little bit. And we'll get the onions going here. We want to cook the onions until they are translucent. Okay, let's make sure we get the fire going here. And then this recipe is one of those recipes that you can make any day actually, but it's really special when it's a little cold outside, you want something nice and warm. Stroganoff is always delicious. I am Brazilian, so in Brazil we make stroganoff with, we serve stroganoff over rice. So I went ahead and started some rice in the rice cooker, and it's really some just basmati rice, which I'm going to show you guys how to serve it afterwards. But if you want a better, healthier version of this, you can make brown rice or any rice, and you can also serve over pasta like the American style, if that's what you prefer. So let's go ahead and put the onions in to cook. I have about 2 small onions here, but you can use just 1 large onion will do it. And let's just get these onions cooking until they get nice and tender and translucent, and then we'll add the garlic and the rest of the ingredients. Stroganoff is one of those dishes that you can actually put anything, really. It's you can put garbanzo beans, you can put tomatoes in it, you can put bell peppers. It's your preference. You can use whatever you have at hand. I really believe in using whatever you have in your fridge. I think it's important to use all your veggies, make sure you don't let things go bad, and then just adapt them and use them in different ways. That's one thing we do here at the house. We always have lots of different vegetables that we buy because we are vegetarians. So sometimes I would just exchange some of the ingredients and make them a little different and add some different flavors to it. I think what makes this stroganoff so delicious is the cream. It's a cream-based sauce. But if you're vegan, you can change that to a almond cream or any nut cream. of your preference, and then you don't have to use any dairy, and then you have it vegan. It's just as delicious. So I would not shy away from this recipe just because you're vegan. Now, if you are a meat lover, you can also substitute my veggie cubes for anything you like. You can put chicken or beef or whatever it is that you prefer. So let's go ahead and add the garlic. The onions are already cooking, they are already cooking. So let's add the garlic now. It's a good time to get it going. And in this house, we eat a lot of garlic. So if you like less garlic, that's fine. But I would say that in this entire recipe, I probably used about 4 cloves, chopped really fine. I think garlic is so healthy, so good for you, and it gives such good flavor. Especially when you're cooking vegetarian food, you want lots of flavor and seasonings in your food. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add our cubes. Just add them in there, mix them very well. Let's just build the flavors as we go. I didn't put any more salt and pepper here because they already had a little bit in the bowl. So we'll just cook it a little bit and give it a taste and see if we need to add more salt and pepper in this recipe. So right at this point, I think it's okay for us to add the mushrooms. If you had not pre-cooked the cubes like I did, it would be probably a good idea just to let it sit a little bit and cook for maybe a minute or two. And then now we're going to add our mushrooms to this mixture. You can use any type of mushroom. I had cremini and I sliced those, but you can do shiitake, you can do portobello, you can use any mushrooms. The mushrooms that you like the most, whatever you have at hand, you can do it all. So, I don't know if you know or if you use mushrooms a lot, but mushrooms cook pretty fast. So, do a few stirs here and let's start adding a little bit of stock so we don't get the mushrooms too overcooked. So that's when you add your veggie broth. It's about ½ a cup and we'll make the base for the sauce. So add on your veggie stock right now, and then just give a good stir. Get all those nice bits from the chicken and the mushrooms and the onions and garlic. Just get everything mixed up really well here. At this point, we're going to go ahead and start adding our tomato paste to make that super creamy red sauce. Tomato paste is so good. It's a base for a lot of different dishes. I think that it gives so much flavor, so we use a lot of tomato paste in the house as well. So just mix it really well in here. Get the sauce all good and moving around the pan. And at this point, we can go ahead and add our ketchup, and which is about a tablespoon of ketchup. Let's just get it in there, and let's get our mustard in there as well. Just yellow mustard, but you can use any mustard you like, whatever you have in your fridge. It doesn't really make a big difference. We just want that spiciness. Nice little bite from the mustard in this dish. Let's just mix it all in again. Get the flavors all moving around the pan. This is getting there. It's going to be super yummy. And right at this point, I like to add a little bit of herbs. You can put cilantro. This is parsley. And I will put, for richness, a few cubes of butter. Gives more richness to the dish. You don't have to. And you can also put veggie butter if you want. The vegetarian or vegan style butter, the Earth Balance or any brand that you like. So I'll put a little bit more of this delicious chopped parsley and get the flavors here going very well. And the dish is almost ready, guys. So right at this point is when you're going to get your cream in here. So you could top this off, let it simmer a little bit. The flavors will develop a little more, but we want to get this video going fast so you guys can see everything, all the steps. So right now we're going to add some organic heavy cream. I'd say maybe a half a cup, and you can add and mix and see as you go. You don't want to put too much, you don't want it too runny. We want a nice pink sauce going here, and right at this point it's a good time for you to try the flavor of it and see how it tastes, and adjust the salt and pepper and whatever other seasonings you might like to add. You know, some people like red pepper, some people like red flakes, pepper flakes, and so you can pretty much do whatever seasonings you like. I think it needs a little salt, a little more salt. So let's do a little salt, little pepper, maybe more, a little bit more. You can never go back if you put too much salt. It's always better to put less, and then keep trying, tasting. And I'm going to show you a trick of how, and it's, guys, it's ready. See how fast and easy this dish is? And look how beautiful it looks. It's so delicious. It's super, super yummy and cozy. I'm going to show you how I serve this. It's really super easy. And it's actually a very pretty presentation. So I'm going to get the rice. I'm going to go ahead and get a few scoops of the rice on this little bowl. You can use a little cup, you can use whatever you have at hand, and then press the rice down, push it down a little bit so it gets like the shape of the little ramekin, and then just turn it around in the plate, and look how cute it looks. And then you serve your stroganoff, a good scoop of your stroganoff next to it, just like that. How pretty does this look, huh? And you can use a little bit of that leftover parsley to decorate like this. And here you have it, delicious vegetarian stroganoff that tastes super good and will make your tummy very happy. Thank you. See you next time.